Hello, today I'm going to show you how to apply Agilus 30 White to a 3D model file in GrabCAD Print, and we're also going to look at how to alter the shore value of a part as well. So first thing to do is to navigate to File, and I'm going to add a model to the tray. For this example I'm going to be adding an assembly. This is a fridge seal assembly, and I can add that to my tray. Next I'm just going to adjust this orientation of the part, so it's a bit easier to work with, and this will be the orientation angle that we use for printing as well. Now if we take a look at the model that I've imported, it's an assembly of two separate shells. So firstly I have an inner core, and this is where I wish to have a more rigid shore value, shore A70, and the outer shell is where I wish to have the more flexible shore A30 Agilus 30 White applied straight up, and that will give me a nice soft touch and a very realistic feeling and acting model after printing. So the next thing now to do is to go to my tray materials of the printer, and just to make sure that I have the right materials applied. So on the right hand side are the materials that are loaded in the printer. Currently we're working on in template mode, and we're not actually physically tethered to a printer or to the J750, so I'm going to have to adjust the default materials so that we can import the Agilus 30 White material. So because I wish to have my shore value with both a rigid white and also the Agilus 30 White material, so that my whole model is a uniform white finish after printing, I'm going to remove one of the other materials. In this case I'm going to remove my clear material. So I simply select it from the loaded materials list, remove that selection, and navigate over to my list of materials that I could add to the printer. And this is a wide list of materials, and I can simply select here the Agilus 30 White and add that to my tray. Now go save that option, and the first thing to do is to make sure that I have the right shell selected. I've got my outer shell selected. That's where I want the Agilus 30 White straight up for the 30 shore A value. So I'm going to simply select that material, and now I can select my inner shell and go to my Digital Materials tab, and from here, from the drop down menu, I have the full range, full list of digital material options that are available to me. So this is a selection of between 2 and 3 different material mixes. In this instance I want the Agilus 30 White and the Vero Pure White material selections, and I have a range of shore values that I can choose. So this is shore 40, shore 50, 60, and here's 70. So I'm going to select 70, and that's applied that to the model. I can take these shore values all the way up to a shore 95, and I have a couple of other selections here as well for polypropylene like material behaviors. So the actual part won't be printed in yellow. This is just for visualization to highlight the differences between the various shells that I have selected here. So that's the end of the assignment process. I can now carry out an estimate. Actually, before I do that, let me just make sure that the finish I have is appropriate for this job. In this case I wish to have a uniform finish across the part, so I'm going to select a matte finish from the drop down menu, and I'm going to go and run an estimate now. And this will calculate how long the job is going to take and how much material it will use. So In high mix mode this will take about 2 hours, and in high speed mode it will take about an hour. And here is the materials that it's going to use, both the model material and the support material, and I can now go off and send this job to print. Thank you very much for joining me today. Bye.